The Pepperdine Luau is tomorrow, and we're joined now by the Hawai'i Club president, Jeremy Ueki, and the luau coordinator, Kern, here to share with us some details about tomorrow's luau. Guys, welcome to Good Morning Malibu.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Appreciate
having
it.
us.
Yeah, so we had you guys on last year, and Shayla and I are big fans of the luau, but what can we expect from this year's luau?
This year's luau is our 14th annual, and the theme this year is Namele Makame o Hawaii, which is
Okay. We'll leave it.
it means Hawaii's greatest hits.
Okay.
So we have some very popular hula dances that my cousin choreographed, and we'll have the all-you-can-eat Hawaiian food, and we'll have a fire dancer and raffle prizes. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Cool. That is so cool. And how long have you been preparing for this? Because I know last year you guys put so much time into this, and how long have you been doing this year's?
I got the ball rolling probably around August just to thinking of a theme, but the whole hard work of contacting people is probably the last 4 months of my life. So.
Yeah.
Wow. And how many hours of rehearsals would you say it's take? Because I've seen some of the dancing before. It's phenomenal, really, especially coming from someone who can't dance.
Yeah.
So I'm blown away.
Yeah, so the first 2 months we probably practiced once a week for about an hour or two.
Okay.
And then as it got closer to the luau, so the past couple months we ramped it up where we had 2 or 3 practices a week, 2 to 3 hours a day. Wow. And so it's a huge time commitment, but I mean, we had a lot of people that wanted to come out and wanted to do it, and so it was really good for them to come out and have a good time.
So educate us from like a culture standpoint, because I don't know very much about it, and I know some of our viewers may not. A luau,
Right.
what does it signify? Or like how often would you kind of expect one? Maybe if there's like what the cultural significance of it is.
Right. So luau means celebration in Hawaiian, and so they hardly have one. I mean, they have one usually maybe once or twice a year. It just depends on the seasons when they when they're taking all the crops out of the farms and what they call an ahupua'a, which is a self-made agricultural system where it runs from the mountains all the way to the ocean. And so when they harvest every year, then that's when they have a celebration and a feast, like a month-long feast. And so that's why they have a luau. That's how it came about.
So, obviously at Pepperdine, we don't harvest anything.
We don't.
So,
Not quite.
we harvest grass,
I mean,
and
there
there's
is
deer.
the Sodexo cat
The
food.
Sodexo calf, we harvest that.
That's a
Right.
harvest in itself.
How are you going to kind of tie in, the cultural side of the luau into this Pepperdine luau? How are those going to mesh together, or what aspects of a traditional luau are you going to bring over to the Pepperdine one?
So, I mean, food-wise, we try to make it as authentic as possible. Last year, we had caterers come all the way from Hawaii to cater our food. This year, our budgets were a little bit lower, and so we had to kind of cut back and cater from people around here.
Okay.
But they're just as good. The food's just as great. I'm not sure if they prepare the food the same way that you would in a traditional Hawaiian luau, but the food is pretty similar to it. So that's one of the main aspects of it. And hula dancing is very similar.
Good.
Fire dance is Polynesian.
Okay.
But we know that it tends to bring a pretty big crowd. So
Yeah, everyone
And there
loves a
will
big
be
show.
fire dancers tomorrow, correct?
yes.
I'm excited about that.
So we'll see how that goes.
So this is your 14th annual. Pepperdine does this every year. It's tomorrow on alumni, and tickets are still for sale. Is that correct?
Yes, and they'll be sold out the door as well.
Awesome.
Oh, all right. Well, Phil and I will be there to practice our Hawaiian
There you
dancing.
When we come back, we're going to do some hula dancing.
Yes.
So definitely won't want to miss that. We'll be right back.
Stay with us.